Yeah, I mean, this is my fourth school. I'm 6 years. So, just the recruiting process, the talking every day, understanding the culture here. When I visited here, I knew this is a place that I wanted to come to. Just a family, bunch of guys that want to win. Young guys. So yeah.
They were close. They were in the Horizon League championship game last year. Were you aware of that? How much did that come into your decision that they were that close?
Yeah, and during the recruitment process, it was definitely a focal point of focus where it's like, yeah, we were so close and we just need that piece, and we're putting together this thing that we figured out the structure, what we need to do. And I think that as when they were recruiting me, I was one of the last signees. And they said, I think we have what we need. You just that final piece. So
What do you think, because we haven't seen you play yet, what do you bring to this team?
first of all, I bring leadership. I've played I think 100 D1 games so far. I think it's 95, and if you include the junior college games, I'm at 150. So just by experience, my minutes on the court, I just have so much experience. But at the same time, I bring versatility, toughness, culture. I think I'm a culture guy on the team, and help the young guys, and I know what my role is, here. So yeah.
Now, based on what you've seen from the guys just so far the last couple months this summer, what do you feel like this team's kind of identity is, and what you guys kind of working to build together?
Yeah, I mean, our team is, we're just, again, really fresh and really new. We think, we have high hopes and and we work to that. But at the same time, I think we're an old team. We can have lineups where we can be, average age is 22. Guys that have played at this level, some coming down from higher levels to come down at the Horizon. But I think we're a gritty team. I think we play hard. I think we're going to be in a better shape than everyone else. I think we're going to be more experienced than everyone else. And just we're going to be that team that's going to close out games rather than lose, by, less than 5. So I think it's going to be a really good year for us.
So many players, when they transfer, their top concern may be playing style of the team or how many minutes they're going to get. How important is winning? Because that's been a big thing around here in the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, if you ask them right now, everyone deserves 25 minutes a game. But that's just not how it works. There's not enough minutes to go around. But I think we have a very deep team. We have, 1 through 15, we have guys that are able to impact winning, And whether that's, it's if I was the coach, it'd be the best problem to have is to not know who to play, And we just have a bunch of really talented players, and we're in the process of, putting together.
Of a current team from what, coaches talked about with this roster is versatility from the forward position to the guard position. What have you seen of how this team is versatile on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, versatility is, it's a new style of playing. That's my style that I figured out. And we have guys at the guard position that are, have more size than, what I'm used to in my previous teams. We have a Bryson Dawkins, which is a guard, and he's 215 pounds. He's 6'4". We have some other guards that are also 6'3", 6'4". Chris Carroll is 6'6". He's able to play at the 2, the 3, the 4, wherever you put him. He's just a basketball player. We have a bunch of guys like Tyler Robinette, another 6-year guy. He's, just so experienced. He's a winner. You can place him anywhere. He'll impact winning. And that's just, down the line, I can, continue. It's like we have multiple multi-dimensional players on this team, and that's what makes it so special, Yeah.